Alright, folks, let's try this again. I don't know what to say. Had some way, somehow, in some happening there that I had lost connection. But I'm back. Let's try this again. So, yeah, so this will be your Impact Wrestling review for the show. Alright, I thought it was happening again. So yeah, if you see the first stream of the Impact review, ignore that one. It's not long. It's telling you it's 13 minutes, which is not. And then once again, I just have issues again. But hopefully hopefully it doesn't keep doing that as I go through this. So I'm Robert Serrano Jr., natural born thriller, the good boy gone bad, living a bad and dangerous life off the wall. And if you don't like it, beat it, because no one wants to be defeated. There you go. Let's get to this review before anything else happens. So I'm about to go. Yeah, it's happening again, folks. I'm having issues right now. I don't know why. I don't understand why. So yeah, let's continue on with this. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. So yeah, I'm about to go through this review right now. I think I wanted to do it last night, but I said, you know what, I'll do it the next day instead. And here I am right now, the next day. And unfortunately, I'm doing a late start, so I apologize for that one. So yeah, let's get to this review. I think it's going on the internet. I think that's why it's acting this way. But let's get to this. Here we go. Can't wait to get to the show. They're in Orlando, Florida. Yeah, Jordan Borash. I mean, not Jordan Borash. He's not there anymore. You got Josh Matthews and Sanjay Dutt as your commentators for Impact Wrestling for February 15th, 2018. Almost the 14th there, because well, I'll get to that later. When it comes to Ali. The show opened up first with Austin Aries. Basically, it's showing Austin Aries talking. Basically having I think he was having a sit down interview, and at the same time they're playing a field package, and basically hyping up Austin Aries, and also hyping up the main event for this week, which was last night. So yeah, we'll get that main event though. Lashley versus Sami Callihan, being accompanied by OVE, which is Dave and Jake Crest. So the match happens. It started off pretty quick, because Bobby Lashley is basically selling the fact that he's pissed off at Sami Callihan and OVE for attacking him last week, and putting him in the trunk. So we get to this match between Lashley and Callihan, where Lashley's going right after Callihan. And Sami Callihan was going for a count-out victory on Lashley. He kept throwing out the ring every time. We get OVE getting involved in the match. At one point, Callihan grabbing I believe one of the ring announcer, if I'm not mistaken, and tosses him off his chair or something like that into basically but the match still continues on. I think they went to one commercial break in this match. It still went on. It has been a good match, by the way. Despite how from the beginning for the few 5 minutes of it, it was it was out of control. But it started getting full control later on. When we came back from commercial break, and so far, like I said, so far so good. It was a good match between Lashley and Sami Callihan. In the end, you have Lashley going over with the spear and get the 3 count in the. Oh, I'm sorry. He was going to get the 3 count in the win, but we get OVE from outside attacking Bobby Lashley in the ring, basically protecting Sami Callihan, where he almost lost the match, even though he lost the match, but not to take a pin loss, basically. So yeah, so the OVE is being down on Lashley. Also, we get Eddie Edwards coming out for the save, and Lashley and Eddie Edwards clears the ring, and there you go. Next feud set up there, not just for Lashley, but also for Eddie Edwards. because if any don't remember, 2 weeks ago, Eddie Edwards and Lashley had a I guess you could say beat to each other during that Impact Wrestling show where Eddie Edwards was saying what's up to Lashley, and Lashley just no sold him. So I guess we're going to have a feud going on here until Lashley is gone from Impact Wrestling. I don't know if he's going to be there because only Lashley knows what he's going to do with his life right now, and we'll see what he does. But in the meantime, hopefully I hope Lashley stays. I really hope so. Well, let's move on. We go backstage and we see Mackenzie Mitchell. She interviews Eli Drake. Wow, he's being accompanied by Chris Adonis. So Eli Drake basically talks about the main event. He's going to go up against Austin Aries for the Impact World Championship. The rematch that he's getting and everything. And basically he's putting himself over, and he's and we know that he ain't stopping. He will never stop until he when it comes to him being on the world champion. And we'll get to that match later. So yeah, it was a good interview, and obviously a good promo coming from Eli Drake. So one of the best. So we'll get to that. And again, we'll get to Eli Drake versus Aries later on, because that ended up being the main event. We go to LAX in the clubhouse. The hideout basically, but they're playing poker, and basically they talk about the Cold Lee, and there you go. And we'll get more about that next week. And speaking of Cold Lee, we'll get to them later. Also, we see Ali showing up, and this is why I almost made a mistake there by saying that the February 14th, 2018 edition, because Ali, if you remember last week, she's got a secret admirer when it comes to Valentine's Day, even though Valentine's Day was on the Wednesday, and then the next day, which was yesterday, the 15th of February. That means Valentine's Day was over. So yeah, so we get Ali. She's arriving, and she gets a note from a secret admirer, for her to meet her secret admirer at stage 22, and we'll get to that momentarily. Well, we'll get to that when we get to it. Alright, Ali, by the way, she looked there. Oh my God, smoking hot. Speaking of songs who look smoking hot, I'll get to her later too. So then we go backstage and we see Austin Aries. He's going to make a difference in Impact Wrestling, even though he's not under contract with Impact Wrestling. That's the storyline basically. But I'm not. But I think that's the thing though. I don't know if that's part of the storyline or because Austin Aries, he's been wrestling around the world, winning championships, and he's got the belts to prove it too. By the way, he came out there with so many belts during the main event. But I'll get to that later. I don't remember the names of them, but I see those championship belts that he's got. I'm like, wow, he's getting it done. And WWE fucked up. I'm just saying. Also, we get Moose being interviewed by Mackenzie Mitchell, but also Alberto Albatron attacks him from behind, and there you go. They start fighting, and there you go. There was no conclusion to it after that. Other than they'll have a match for those two next week. So now we get to Hanaya the Huntress, and she looked just smoking hot with those booty shorts, by the way. And she goes up against Rosemary, and like, wait a minute, so we're not gonna have a build for this match between these two. We're just gonna have it just like that. And I get why, because Hanaya the Huntress, let's just face it. She's not. Well, let's just face it, folks. She's not there anymore. She's been fired. I already explained why she wasn't there. She's not there anymore. On the contract with them anymore. It was her own fault. It's her own doing for having a bad attitude, for not being respectful to Gail Kim, and for not putting over someone that they had someone coming into the company. She was in there. She was in the business for herself at this point. Basically so. And Taya Valkyrie basically said on Twitter basically I think like a month ago or 2 months ago, whatever, saying that about Hanaya that if you're in the business for yourself, then you don't belong in this business, something like that. It was some tweet on kind of tweet to just basically I'm shooting on Hanaya for not working well with for those that are trying to to guide her to being something on TV when it comes to being a professional wrestler. But as far as the match was, between Rosemary and Hanaya. I thought it was pretty decent. And then in the end, you got Rosemary trying to go for the Red Wedding, which is the F5. Hanaya breaks free from it, only to. Oh, I'm sorry, that was not in the match. I was actually after the match. Let me get into the match. So in the match, like I said, it was decent. Then Hanaya was trying to go for something. I should remember how she would. Oh yeah, she went for a crossbody off the top rope to Rosemary, but Rosemary counter and gets her a roll up 3 count in the win. And I'm like, wow. And I would be mad about that, but I'm not surprised because about what I heard about Hanaya for not being there no more. So yeah, and to me it was like it was nothing but a lackluster build right here because they didn't do much of this build up between Rosemary versus Hanaya, because keep in mind Hanaya the Huntress attacked Rosemary during Hanaya's debut, and we haven't seen Rosemary since. We haven't even seen Hanaya since either, until Hanaya finally made her debut again finally made her return on TV against Ember Nova, which was last week, and then that's when Rosemary returned, and then that's when they started having the match for this week, and then out of the blue, Hanaya just loses. But after the match, Hanaya goes right to Rosemary, tried to take her out again on the steel steps like she did that like a few weeks ago, and then Rosemary bites her, and then goes for the wet wedding, but then Hanaya breaks free and then she escapes. So there you go. So I guess the feud is going to continue on until Hanaya loses again, which is going to be, it's not going to be surprising anyway. So whatever. I mean, I'm still a fan of Hanaya, despite what I heard about what was going on with her in Impact Wrestling. I still like her. Still a fan of hers. To me, I think I have to find out why she's not there anymore. I think Hanaya, she fucked up. Let's just say that she fucked up, and she's got live to that regret. Now, will they ever hire her back again? I don't know. But if you ask me, I think Hanaya should be better off just wrestling in the Indies, or better yet, maybe she could wrestle for Lucha Underground. Hopefully, just work for WWE, because let's be honest, if she works for WWE, WWE is gonna bury her ass. And we know how WWE are petty when it comes to these wrestlers that have attitudes and all that. And Hanaya is not gonna be a good place for her anyways. And plus, they'll just stretch her out and everything, and she'll basically go on diva mode on all of them. So yeah, best wishes to Hanaya wherever she's doing. But she's gonna be right though. She's good. She's all good. I mean, she still has a nice body and everything. When it comes to her working out and everything. She's in good hands. So as long as she still do what she do, and she'll be good. She's got a nice family, nice friends. People that surround her, that loves her, and yeah, there you go. That's all I gotta say. All right, now let's get to okay, here we go. Now let's get to Allie. So Allie finds a card and on a box of chocolates, and she's reading the Secret Admirer's Valentine's Day card, and you can see that in the Valentine's Day card it says LVN, which stands for Lorna Vaness. So sure enough, Lorna Vaness was in the crate box like that. She comes out there, and then she gets hit with the box of chocolates by Allie, and Allie starts beating her up, and then slam her on the crate, puts her in the crate, locks the crate up. She walks away, and then she goes right back to the crate. She kicks the box that the crate box that Lord Vanessa is in, and then she walks away. Well, let me just say this. It was silly. It was kind of bad, but at the same time, I thought it was funny. I thought I thought it was entertaining. But that was I thought hey, I know it's in a positive note. Allie looked good when she was wearing, kicking ass like that. So, and by the way, I didn't get to mention this because I didn't want to talk about that, but they did as they always do every week, the plug in their network called the Global Wrestling Network. They plugged it again, and I'm thinking about what could they show for this week? Maybe a match. Nope, they didn't. I was expecting them to show a match, like when the exhibition wrestlers or the knockouts wrestlers or a tag team match, you know, something like that. Nope. They show us the wedding from last year of Lorna Vaness and Braxton Sutter. The same wedding that I was crapping on you know from last year, because I mean, not just for the wedding, but when the whole build up started off happening with Ali, Braxton Sutter, Maria Kanellis Bennett, Lorna Vaness, Sienna, Mike Bennett, all that garbage that they did there. Holy shit, man! I like really that's where you're gonna plug this week for your plugging for people to go back to watch that terrible trash ass wedding segment that you did that they paid attention to that whole angle throughout the entire show. It was garbage. But whatever, moving on. Let's forget EC3 with his partner of his choosing, his mystery partner, against the Impact Grand Champion Matt Sydal and Johnny Impact. And they reveal who it was, by the way, backstage though. EC3 and Tyrus of all people. Tyrus is back. Now I don't know if he's back completely. Of what I'm hearing, I think he is back. You know, Tyrus. And yeah, he's now back, and for some reason he's now teaming up with EC3. Some people say it makes sense because they're you know, because Tyrus was the manager bodyguard for EC3, but also it doesn't make sense that Tyrus ends up going back with EC3, where Tyrus is, you know, turned his back on EC3 2 years ago, and ever since then they never worked together ever again. So then also we get to this segment here, and we see EC3 and Tyrus together, and like, okay, this makes no sense, but whatever. But yeah, Tyrus is back, and we'll see what they'll do with him. I'm hearing a lot of things about what's going on with Tyrus, but I'm not gonna say anything on that much. But I got some sources to let me know about that. Not the spoiler for me. Just let me know what's going on with Tyrus. Is he really back and everything? So yes, Tyrus is now officially back. Excuse me. He's now officially back, and I'll see what they do with him. So then, yeah, let's get to this match. The match itself, I didn't care for the match. Just to be honest with you, I didn't care for this match at all. Because you got one guy who's leaving, one guy who's not back for some reason. Why? I don't know. Well, I'll find out later on. Matt Sydal, you know, I care about him a little bit. But Johnny Impact, y'all already know how I feel about Johnny Impact. But speaking of which, so Impact was trying to go for a springboard, basically go for a springboard kick. I think he goes to Chuck kick. But Tyrus trips him, and the EC3 scores on the pinfall with his foot on the basically both feet on, his feet on the ropes, basically. Like, really, you couldn't have EC3 just pin him after Tyrus tripped him on the ropes there. You gotta have him cheat to win. Like, this is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about with Giant Impact. They're overprotecting this guy. Like he's gonna be like he can't be beaten. You basically the only way you could beat Giant Impact is you have to cheat or yeah, basically that's basically what I'm trying to say. By cheating or distractions like that to beat Giant Impact, which is fucking bullshit. So now here's something that didn't make sense here. Because EC3 beat Giant Impact in the tag team match, now all of a sudden they decided to make a match next week where EC3 versus Giant Impact. Winner of this match gets to be no more contender for the Impact World Championship. Like, same as of what? But wait a minute, I thought Giant Impact won that opportunity last week when he pinned EC3. What the fuck? What now we're getting another one. And spoiler alert, folks. Giant Impact's winning. They're gonna do it. Basically, EC3 is gonna try everything he can to cheat to beat Johnny Impact by having Tyrus there, because I'm assuming Tyrus is back to be his bodyguard, until EC3 is gone from TV, because EC3 is no longer there anymore, and for those who don't know. So yeah, so they're gonna do everything they can for Johnny Impact to make it look like he's gonna lose, and then in the end he's gonna end up overcoming them anyways, and it's gonna be fucking garbage. This better not be in the main event, by the way, for next week. I'm telling you right now, this better not be in the main event. we'll see. Oh yeah, this is something that didn't make sense either, folks. Yeah, everything on the show that I want to point out, some of it made no sense, but let's get to it. Jimmy Jacobs and Congo Kong, they go into the office. A park and park. You know, attorney at law. That's basically that's what it's called. The park and park attorney at law. And I say to myself, okay, they're in this. I see Jimmy Jacobs and Congo Kong in this building. I'm like, what's this building and everything? And they asking where basically asking where Joseph Park's office is at. So apparently they got to his office because assistant whoever was there. And I say to myself, wait a minute. So, are we like, folks, my head hurts. I'm sick. I'm sick right now. Joseph Park is supposed to be a lawyer, right? That was his character. When way back in, let's see what year that was that happened. If I can guess, I think it was 2012. That was probably the year that happened. 2012, and at the time it was called TNA. Basically, it's Abyss, obviously, who wants to get away from the Abyss character so that he can be Joseph Park, a lawyer from Chicago. And then in 2013, I believe that was the year. It was 2013 or 2014. It was one of those years that it was revealed that Joseph Park was a fraud, a phony. He was not really a lawyer. He has no company called Park and Park when it comes to being an attorney at law. It was all fake. It was exposed by at the time bad influence, which they're now called The Addiction, which is Frankie Kazarian and Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels. So yeah, and then on top of that, after they found out that Joseph Park wasn't real, they still went when the whole thing they still Joseph Park and everything until they decided have Eric Young, who was working with in that program too, where to reveal that Joseph Park is Abyss and everything. And then that's when they decided to add Joseph Park to unleash his monster out of him again, the monster Abyss. So yeah, so then we get to this point. Well, maybe first get to last year. Last year because they decided to break up the K for some fucking reason. Stupid. But anyways, because I love the K. What Rosemary, Crazy Steve, and Abyss, all three of them. I thought that was awesome. But anyways, after that was done, that's when they decided to bring back Joseph Park again. And again, he's trying to play off that he's a lawyer and everything. Like, wait a minute, you're not like, wait a minute, they're trying to show my intelligence here, because again, years ago it was a reveal that he was never a lawyer. So why are they going back to this again? It's like they're completely ignoring the fact that he was a phony lawyer in the first place. And now they want to scratch that. They want you all forget about that. Yeah, he really is a lawyer. That storyline last from years ago, it was garbage and everything. Him being a phony lawyer. You can forget that. Because he is a lawyer. What? No, he's not a lawyer. It was exposed all years ago that he's not a lawyer. So then we get to this part where again, Jimmy Jacobs and Kong Kong, they go into to the office of Joseph Park. And it's an actual office with paperwork on the desk, a picture of his aunt, something like that. It's all decked out. His office is all decked out. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, they fucking ignore everything that happened years ago. And like, what the fuck? He's not a lawyer. What the fuck? Joseph Park is not a real person. It's just a person that that's it's just a business imaginary character or whatever that he thinks that he's a lawyer just so he could stay away from being the monster Abyss. Folks, I was pissed off when I saw that. I was legitimately pissed. Well, I won't say I was pissed off. This upset me though. This upset me that the fact that this company has moved away what happened years ago. Just so they could do this character again. This time, Joseph Park is a real lawyer. This time, Joseph Park is he's got a real company. He's got a real office now, and like, oh fuck me. But whatever. But anyways, the point about this this whole thing with Jim Jacobs and Kong is that they want Abyss to come back. They want, you know, basically want Joseph Park wants you know wants I mean Jimmy Jacobs want Joseph Park to unleash Abyss, you know, to unleash Abyss to Congo Kong. So they could have this whole Congo Kong versus Abyss, where who's the real monster and everything. So I'm thinking this build up between Congo Kong and Abyss is gonna lead to Monsters Ball. Because let's face it, Abyss is coming back. They're giving us teasers that, you know, from Joseph Park saying that, oh, but Abyss is never coming back. He's never coming back. You know, he keeps saying Abyss is never coming back. He's coming back. And that's another thing. When he said that, you know, leading up to the Bar Warrior 3 massacre between OVE and LEX, Abyss was interviewed about those matches, and he interviewed you know, that, you know, about these teams going at each other in this Bar Warrior massacre match, and like, but wait a minute, I thought Abyss wasn't coming back. Joseph Park said in his own words that Abyss was not coming back. Sure enough, he was there. He came back just for that interview. And that's another thing. Who the fuck will interview a monster? Yeah, ain't Abyss supposed to be the monster? Where, yeah, if you go near this monster, you'll be destroyed. You're gonna be destroyed. It's not that. Who will fucking interview a monster? Like, seriously. Did they even think about this? Anyways, so what happened in the segment though? They destroyed the office. Basically, Congo Kong destroyed the office by Jim Jacobs leading the order. And by the way, shout out to Mr. Rick and Jay. Because he referenced Jimmy Jacobs being the princess, which probably that's who he's going by. Jimmy Jacobs is the princess. So, but yeah, there you go, folks. Oh yeah, by the way, Joseph Park's Grammy is supposed to be. Oh yeah, it was Grammy, not Aunt. My apologies. It was Grammy. Basically, his name is Jenny. Grammy Jenny, something like that. There you go. So we'll get to more about that next week. I'm assuming. So anyways, next we get to the debut of Brian Cage, the Machine, Brian Cage, and he goes against this guy named John Cruz, and basically he just kills him. So here's what happened to him. He throws him around. He gives him that nasty clotheslines in the corner, which puts Roman Reigns' clothesline into shame. Because when I'm gonna do soft clotheslines. Brian Cage, he don't fuck around. He'll go. He'll wail on you with those clotheslines in the corner. So yeah, so then he goes for this. Basically goes for power bombs, some discus clotheslines, and finally he goes for his finishing move, which is Scott Steiner's finishing move, the screwdriver. And he hit it pretty good. And there you go. And basically, it was just to showcase Brian Cage, that he's there, he's a machine, and he's dominant. And by the way, if Brian Cage was in because Brian Cage, if those who don't know, in fact, let me pull up a picture of Brian Cage. For those who don't know who Brian Cage is. I press enter? Okay. I don't know why I delayed that, folks. My apologies. Alright, here we go. Images. This guy is jacked, but he is jacked. This is Brian Cage. Now, this was him back in 2014. Now, here's him in 2015. Here's him right now. And he is jacked like a motherfucker. So there you go. That's Brian Cage right there. Like I said, he is built you look at a new Batista, you know. Except this one, he's very athletic. He's a tremendous athlete. He Now he didn't showcase a lot on last night's Impact Wrestling show, but he could do athletic moves basically, folks. He could do backflips. And how I know this because he's in Lucha Underground. But basically goes by the name Cage. Same character, same same build and everything, So yeah, he is very good. And if he was in WWE, WWE will be pushing this guy, and not John Cena. So you want a good example of a good wrestler? Brian Cage is that wrestler, not John Cena. So yeah, there you go. And you'll be seeing more of Brian Cage on Impact Wrestling for those who watch this. All right, next we get to a backstage segment with Dakota Lee, which is Trevor Lee and Caleb Conley. They're trying to basically try to get the best of LEX and everything, right? So all of a sudden they're trying to find LEX hideout and everything, and they think LEX hideout is in the in the Impact Zone, or where they're at right now. So they go to some hiding trailer, and they find Falaba eating M&Ms because oh my god. Because why not? Of course, Falaba was whenever he's not wrestling, of course he's gonna be eating M&Ms. Wow. I thought that was funny though. Like Falaba. Now I was whatever. Moving on. Also, let me see some guys in look like they could be the Mexican suicides with with the green, yellow, or orange, whatever color they had on. Basically, two guys in masses. And what I'm reading here, they're basically called the Mumbia cats, like that. I don't know, but basically they got so Cole Lee they attacked those two and they unmasked them, and they were not LEX at all. It was just some two random white dudes. So whatever, and then that was it. They were gone. And then they went back from this because they was going to search in the parking lot, but they never went back to that segment. So whatever. Yeah, it was silly though. Next we get to Taiji Ishimori versus El Hijo del Fantasma. For the Impact Exhibition Championship. It was a pretty good match. I didn't think that Taiji Ishimori was gonna lose though. Fantasma, they haven't won any good match lately, so which is disappointing that they haven't won matches. Because he's very good too. So. But yeah, in the end, like I said, Taiji Ishimori, he wasn't gonna lose that belt. Basically, it was to showcase that he could be a great exhibition champion because of his wrestling style. So again, Taiji Ishimori is won the match later on. Later in the match. So, so there you go. Now let's get to the main event. Austin Aries versus Eli Drake. Now what comes to these two is for the Impact World Championship, which Austin Aries is the title holder of that belt. Yeah, Crystal Dawn's at ringside for Eli Drake, and you see Austin Aries come out with all these championships that he's won. That he's won from other promotions. And wow, Austin Aries is getting it done. Again, WWE fucked up. So anyways. Oh, by the way, Austin Aries has some new tights, by the way. I'm trying to make out how what's supposed to represent and everything. I couldn't tell you what about that. So basically, it was like pieces of paper, pieces of newspapers that's to put on Tyson and all that, but not really though. I'm just saying that's what I felt like it looked like, but it was cool though the way that that outfit looked and all, but yeah, whatever. I like his original tights better. So anyways, so they're having a match and all that. Good match, by the way, between both guys. Yeah, basically, it was doing the opening minutes of the match where Austin Aries was going for a quick victory here, and Eli Drake knew that was happening, and he has taken a breather outside, and the match continues on after that. It was some back and forth action too, including with Eli Drake and the bear of Austin Aries, and Austin Aries was getting amount of comebacks. So yeah, a lot of counters at the counters, multiple false finishes in the match. Basically, when it comes to Eli Drake, Chris Adonis got the heat-seeking missile for his troubles from Austin Aries, and it was cool, by the way. It was very cool the way that Austin Aries did it the heat-seeking missile. Cause I seen it come from a mile away, because Eli Drake was outside the ring. Chris Adonis was checking him out, and that's when Austin Aries goes for it, and then basically Chris Adonis took the bullet for Eli Drake. And so the match continues on again, and then we get to Aries trying to go for the last chancery, basically trying to go for a submission win, but Eli Drake gets to the ropes though, and then so Eli Drake is fine back, but also Aries gets Eli Drake for his finishing move, the Brain Buster. And yeah, once he hit the Brainbuster, that was it. It's over. And yeah, there you go. It gets also Aries gets the 3 count and the wins, and still G Impact World Champion. So what's this mean for Eli Drake? I don't know. Will he ever get another shot of the title again? Of course he will. Of course he will. But I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do with Eli Drake right now. And we'll see how, or at least two. I already don't know what to say at this point, folks. But overall, I thought it was a good match, though. Awesome main event match between Austin Aries and Eli Drake. I want to see more of these two wrestle each other in the future. Hopefully, we'll get that around 7th anniversary. Hopefully, we'll get that. So we'll see. So that's basically it for the show. And a reminder for next week. Next week is going to be Alberto Patron going up against Moose. LAX is gonna take on the Code of Lee in a non-title tag team match. Basically, because LAX is Santana and Ortiz, and the Code of Lee, Trevor Lee, and Caleb Conley. During Impact Battle is EC3 for the number contendership match for the World Championship. And finally, Lashley teams up with Eddie Edwards to go up against OVE from basically Dave and Jay Crest, while Sammy Callahan is going to be at ringside. And plus more of it for it to come, which I haven't already been announced. What more of those is going to come. What they're gonna do in the knockouts? What they're gonna do with the X Division Championship? I don't know. We're waiting and see till next week. So my overall rating for the show for Impact. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention too. I need my other notes here to refresh my memory. Alright, Total Amount Wrestling for hour number 1, 2 matches. I'm sorry, 3 matches. My apologies. 3 matches. Total Amount Wrestling for hour number 1 is 3 matches. Total Amount Wrestling for hour number 2, if I'm not mistaken, 3 matches. Yeah. So overall, Total Amount Wrestling for Impact Wrestling from February 15, 2018, 6 matches. And my overall rating for the show for Impact Wrestling from February 15, 2018. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go 7.5 out of 10. Very good show. Could have been better. Yes, it could have been better, but I still thought it was good though. So that being said, I'm gonna wrap up from there. So thank you all for watching. This has been your Impact Wrestling review. The show from February 15, 2018. And there you go, folks. If you like this video, and if this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr. The Natural Born Thriller. Please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours, and yours alone. There you go. So yeah, you all have a good night. Take care. Peace on the streets. Talk to you all soon.